Welcome to Senior Living Behavioral Health, where we improve the quality of life and emotional well-being of older adults who live in senior living communities. We look forward to working together, and toward that end, want to make your initial orientation as smooth and easy as possible. Now that you have signed the independent contractor agreement, there will be 4 steps to prepare you to start services at the community that you'll be servicing, all outlined in the email that is sent to you with the executed version of the agreement. 1. You'll coordinate with Evan Kaplan a day at a time to go to the community with him so you can be introduced to the staff there, likely the wellness director, case manager, and executive director, and also to take care of some housekeeping items, such as what day or days of the week are good for you and them, what times are meal times so that you know when to start your day, and where residents can be seen. 2. We will be sending your credentialing information to our billing company, who will prepare the Medicare application. They will be sending it to you for review and signatures. They will coordinate directly with you to get this done as quickly and efficiently as possible. 3. The next step is to arrange a time for EHR training, which is called Carrio. The online training lasts for approximately 1.5 hours with the head of our billing and electronic health record service, Mr. Bob Trotta. The email has his contact information, and you should contact him as soon as possible to arrange a mutually convenient time for the training. In the Carrio EHR training, you'll be introduced to the 2 documentation templates that you'll be using to document your work, one for documenting an initial evaluation session and one for conducting a psychotherapy session. 4. Following your Carrio EHR training, you should be contacting Dr. Bruce Broder, our clinical director, who will provide an orientation to your clinical practice, your role in the senior living community, and documentation procedures. The specifics of these areas will be reviewed in your orientation meeting with Dr. Broder, whose contact information is in the email. 5. Once the Carrio EHR training is completed, our office will start sending you the referrals received. You'll be notified of these referrals by an email sent to your email address from Carrio. It will say you have a message in Carrio, and you can then log in and see the referrals. Your role in the community. Please remember that we are a guest in the community, brought in to provide a valuable service. On day 1, you will meet with whoever your contact person is and briefly review those residents' medical records in the wellness office. Please be sure you have the awareness and approval by wellness staff before reviewing medical records. You will also ask your contact person to directly introduce you to each resident with whom you'll be working. This is to ensure that the resident knows that their staff has brought you in to be of help to anyone in the community who they feel can be helped by having a social worker or counselor to talk with. If your contact person is unable to make introductions, please introduce yourself as a social worker who has been brought in by X, the name of the contact person, because they felt it might be helpful for that resident to have someone to talk with about whatever is on their mind or going on in their life. On day 1 and beyond, please have hard copies of the evaluation documentation template on hand so that you can conduct the initial eval and take notes without looking at a computer screen. Part of the clinical challenge in a first meeting is engaging the client in the process of consultation and how you can be helpful while at the same time gathering the information you need to provide a comprehensive assessment. This will be further discussed in your clinical orientation meeting, including a review of each section in the initial eval note template and how to complete. Clinical practice and documentation. In most cases, you'll be providing individual supportive psychotherapy, including some cognitive behavioral interventions. While clinical and documentation procedures will be discussed in further detail in your clinical orientation meeting, please note that of greatest importance is clarity in your practice regarding goals and interventions, and clarity and consistency throughout the sections of the session note template. All of this will become more clear as you have Carrio EHR training and clinical orientation. Dr. Broder will be available to you for consultation regarding clinical practice and documentation at any time before you begin work with Senior Living Behavioral Health and throughout your time of working with Senior Living Behavioral Health. Again, welcome, and we look forward to working together.